And it's ironic that this instrumental came on because there's a Tevin Campbell instrumental in the background. I'll let y'all listen. Alright, but anyway, now that look at how the stars align. Now that Black Excellence is on in the background, let's talk about how we are 10 days into the month that celebrates the history of African American Negro. And well, technically we are starting off the month, but part of this month, part of the amazing things that we have seen this month, I first want to mention a Black Excellence that happened Sunday. But before we get to that, let's mention some of the comedy in relation to that Black Excellence. Drake's legal team has released a new statement regarding the Not Like Us lawsuit. Wait, hold on. I gotta put on the sad music. For this one real quick. Where is it? We're the victims, guys! Guys! Where are the ones who've been wronged? The system is against us, so we're fighting back. Cause UMG, they're the ones masquerading as a champion of artistic freedom by calling its action merely entertainment. But there's nothing entertaining about pedophilia or child abuse in the real world. That's why we look the other way when the artist we're defending does it in public, on stage, at a show with thousands of people, because we benefit from that. But when it comes to the types and kinds that we don't benefit from, it's not funny. We are confident that the evidence that we will ultimately present at the trial, including information we've already learned to continue to receive since filing the lawsuit, will expose UMG's gross, nasty, disgusting, unfair prioritization of its own corporate profits and executive bonuses over its exclusively signed artists' well-being. They're the truth. And my only response to this, quite honestly, it's just laughs all over the place. And let me take this mic down for it to fall. But my what I feel about this statement is just laughs all over the place. Cause like they're talking about gross prioritization. Prioritization would have meant that. All right, let me explain what gross prioritization is to me in my mind. In my mind, gross prioritization is whether an artist is successful or not, you're moving stuff out the way to do things for them. So gross prioritization would be something like this character. Some of them play characters, but hopefully not Kendrick. Anyway, some of these artists, like when they're doing something, whether they're popping off or not, they're getting attention. Kendrick Lamar right now is popping off commercially. The people fuck with him commercially. The people are loving his music right now. GNX recently did numbers. Okay, it did numbers. Mr. Morale, when it came out a couple years ago, did numbers. Good Kid, Mad City all them years ago did and still does numbers. So it's so much evidence to dispel the idea of this argument of him saying like, oh no, they're fake ass fakers, lying ass liars, and they're just making this shit up. Actually, let me run this instrumental back. They're just fake ass fakers, lying ass liars, and they're just making it up that everybody's listening to Kendrick's song. It's like, big dog, we're not making this shit up. People are legitimately listening to this shit. people are legitimately bumping Not Like Us all over the place. Like, I have a video a long time ago on my Twitter where I was at my father's graduation and they were playing Not Like Us there. I go into parties and functions and stuff like that. Everybody all of a sudden start throwing up the Loc and Crip walking. I'm walking down the street. Cars pass by. If I walk up to somebody and I say, I see dead people, they gonna hit me with the "Say Drake, I heard you like them young." So it's like things like that make it so that it's like their prioritization of him is because he's popular right now. He's popping right now. Now, business 101, if you have an artist that's making, okay, let me put this in simpler terms. If I'm a label owner and I have an artist that's making $1 million right now, getting 30 million plays on Spotify and all that, and all other platforms, and your ass is getting 10,000, who you think I'm gonna pay attention to? Also, part of this is funny because it neglects the entire way that UMG works as a whole. Because UMG owns a bunch of labels and it trickles down. UMG, the head board, doesn't directly control what the labels do. Like, they can say something every once in a while, but certain things is out of their hands. Like, especially creative control and what label pushes. So it's like, this whole statement is dumb as fuck. But I just wanted to laugh at that statement real quick. And now I have 2 articles pulled up about the main thing that that's probably gonna be the thumbnail that I'm talking about. Oh no, this is the reactions. I think this is the breakdown, because I wanted to like see some breakdowns of what Kendrick did at his performance. And if, by the way, just to clarify, if I use any clips at a Super Bowl performance, this is purely for educational, historical purposes. I want people in the future to be able to look back on the Super Bowl performance and understand how people was feeling and why it's so impactful as it is. Because like, you can hear somebody say, oh, it's impactful. Oh, people loved it. Oh, people this. Oh, people that. But it's not the same as seeing evidence and hearing a breakdown of it. So that's what this is for. So if I show or play any clips from it, it's for that reason. Moving on, Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance was inspired by a PlayStation controller. Now, that's the first thing that it took me a second to realize. I'm not going to hold you. Because when somebody said it afterwards, it made sense. Because when the performance was originally going on, I saw this overview shot. And my first question was, why does he have these shapes on screen? And then I saw somebody on Twitter say that it was PlayStation shapes, and I was like, that makes sense. But let's go through this and break it down step by step. Shelly Rogers, the Super Bowl's halftime art director, confirmed that the 4 stages were in fact inspired by the buttons on a PlayStation controller. During the song Bodies, dancers step out of a gutted Buick GNX sitting on top of a square stage, and the other 3 placed around the field were in the shape of a circle, cross, and a triangle. The latter was the focus of his duet with SZA. Rogers says that the concept came from Lamar himself, so Kendrick himself came up with this, alright, but doesn't know if it has anything to do with his beef with Drake. So in his performance that he did in the year after he spent the whole summer beefing with Drake. He spent the whole summer beefing with Drake. And he does a Super Bowl performance where the main talk of that Super Bowl performance leading up to it was whether or not he was going to, or if he was going to be allowed to perform Not Like Us, a song that he made specifically to diss Drake in their back and forth beef. And you don't know if this has something to do with Drake's beef?
Huh? Huh? Huh?
That just doesn't make sense. They continue to say, she continued to tell Wired, I think the was, what, nigga? I think the was? I'm gonna just assume that that's like an error. I think that was symbolic, his way to reach the young people. A lot of it is showing his journey traveling through the American dream. Yeah, let me pull up the performance, because that one is not making too much sense to me, but it may be something in there. Yeah, let's just go to this real quick.
Yo, I haven't hit no.
Why is it controlling the fucking player? Yep. The most important time and the important part of the Super Bowl. And that bitch gonna keep loading. YK. Okay. Okay, so that's where they came out, the GNX. That's still the square. I'm gonna play it at like 2 times speed. Yeah, I'm confused. Okay, so this is like I don't see it. I don't see it come up through the American Dream part. I don't see it. Maybe there's gonna be an explanation somewhere in here, but I don't see it. Maybe. We'll see. A lot of it is showing his journey traveling through the American Dream. Wired says that Mike Carson, the creative director behind the show, revealed that the shapes were meant to provide a clean, easy to understand platform for the rapper to tell a story. Dave, Free, and Kendrick really are into keeping things clean and minimal. Yeah, that setup was clean and minimal, because in previous years, Super Bowl like stages were more intricate and elaborate and more showmanshipy. With his, it was really just plain sets, and it was about the dances, and like even a part where they zoomed over to Samuel L. Jackson and he was doing his speech parts. He just spoke, and it was just a football field behind him. It wasn't no crazy setup, and even a joint with the street light. It was just street light, pan the camera down, Kendrick talking. So I agree. I liked it. I liked the setup for the clean and minimal joint. So we went with the monochromatic, concrete look and allowed the video game motif to come alive through dialogue, lighting, cinematography, and music. So they said monochromatic, bitch. Then what are all these? Okay, let me see the overhead view again, because I remember seeing different colors. See, look, like right here, they didn't have any special crazy type of background or nothing like that. Like this nigga's just standing on random parts of the field talking, giving his performance. So I agree with the clean and minimal thing. Where's the overhead shot of all of them at like the end? Where is it? It's some point in here where there was an overhead shot of all of them. Damn, am I gonna find it? Hello, where is it? Okay, now that I'm looking back at it and looking through it, just looking through the preview on the bottom, it is monochromatic. I didn't notice that. Cause you know what it is? Cause all of them are wearing like colored clothing. My brain went to then what were the red, white, and blue dancers doing? But I could understand they were symbolizing the flag. FLAG. They were symbolizing the flag and whatnot. So yes, okay, you got that. I wasn't paying attention. Kendrick's performance wasn't the only story told during the event either. Blah, 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 blah. They're talking about commercials. So now, just in case people try and rewrite history, because every year a Super Bowl, when a Super Bowl halftime show performance happens, people like to swear to God that it's the worst performance ever, that nobody liked it. Who was actually saying this shit was fire? Well, for one, me. For two, oh, this was the Easter egg one. So what the fuck was the other one? Was the other one the internet's reaction one? Damn. They tried to post it and be slick. They got their wings colored. Look, just to show you, this one is, oh, this is the reaction one. I'm not bugging. So this is just to show you, look. People's fucking with it. They making memes. Niggas is drawing pictures. By the way, today is Monday. As y'all saw at the beginning of the video, today is Monday. Super Bowl happened on Sunday. Niggas was drawing full pictures, fan art of him from his Super Bowl performance. Let me repeat that. Niggas drew fan art of him from his Super Bowl performance. In a day. One day. Okay? Niggas making jokes. The Montoya joke, that's probably gonna get partially lost to time, so I'm gonna give y'all the short version. Y'all can skip ahead a little bit if y'all don't give a fuck. Basically, there's like this video going around Twitter where like it's basically like a Spanish how to catch a no, it's not how to catch butter. Damn, I can't remember the name of that show, but it's basically a show where people put their partners in a situation where like an actor pretends to flirt with them to get them to like see if they would cheat on their partner. I don't remember the name of the show, but that show, that type of setup, it's like that, but it's an all en Espanol version. So basically, like the dude catches Montoya is a dude that catches his girlfriend cheating, and like on camera his girl is kissing another dude, humping another dude, full straddle, all that type stuff, and he dramatically runs down the beach and he's crying, no, and all that shit. So yeah, that's basically the short version to preserve that joke, or at least, if anything, remind myself of what the fuck this meant and why this is a thing, to where like I want to show y'all and explain a little bit of that to show people don't cross-reference things with a meme unless they give a fuck about it, unless they find it funny. And look, as you see, these tweets ain't got 2-3 likes. 300k. He posted a meme about this shit. 300k. Drew art. Damn near 30k. Made a joke about it. 30k. Out Kendrick brings out Drake like this. Look, niggas making jokes about what Kendrick should do to Drake. 65k likes. 70k likes. Say Drake, I heard you like him young. 100k likes. And Drake did die. 20k likes. More to say Drake shit. 200k likes. Edits of Kendrick's during his performance. 200k. Nigga got bodied by a cutie patootie. 10k likes. So I'm not even gonna read this article. I kind of don't give a fuck. I just want to show y'all some of these tweets. Oh, this is the breakdown. Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Uncle Sam representing those who tell the black community how to behave. The dancers forming the disconnected American flag. The imagery, the cultural significance and relevance. You know what? That is a fact. Okay, now the come up part is making sense. Because even with me, like, yeah, I get what they saying. Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. So I'm going to break this down. Because even with me, as y'all see, look at my hair. What's the first thing that you would think about my hair? A lot of people see my hair and see that I don't have perfectly parted and fucking 2-strand twisted dreadlocks, and they'll be like, oh, he a bum, his hair dirty, he don't take care of his hair, he don't this, he don't that. I actually do take care of my hair. One thing people think is, for some fucking reason, if you don't get your hair retwisted every day and night, wait, I gotta fix this page. But one thing a lot of people swear to God is that if you don't get your hair retwisted every day and night, that your hair is dirty, it's unkempt, that like you need to cut it the fuck off and restart if you're not constantly retwisting it. Number one, a lot of that shit is unhealthy for your hair. a lot of beautification tactics and things like that is unhealthy for your hair, and it stems from racism. Even the term dreadlocks. Now, the term dreadlocks doesn't stem from racism, but the term locks, ironically, does stem from racism, because the term dreadlocks came from like the idea of like way back when African peoples, Jamaicans, whatever the fuck, because they like to swear to God that they're black, but they're not African, they're not African American. They like to act like they're some magical offshoot or whatever the fuck. It's like the black version of I know black, I Dominican. I'm not black, I'm Jamaican. Bitch, that's a type of black. Anyway, the idea of dreadlocks, hair like this, was to get the Caucasus people to be scared of them. They wanted them to see their hair and shiver in their timbers. So the term dreadlocks, you're supposed to see dread when you see my hair locked like this. That comes from black people. That's not a white term. That's not an oppressor term. The term locks comes from black people thinking the term dreadlocks, a term that came from black people, came from white people. So it's like stuff like that, where it's just simple stuff. Like people who meet me, people who talk to me in terms of like what type of person I am, they would be like, oh, he's just a chill person. He's not like he's energetic, but he's not a rowdy person. He's not a crazy person. Like maybe you'll get here and there, he's a little bit annoying, but I'm a harmless person. Like I wouldn't harm a fly. I know I'm a chill individual. I'm just, wait, hold up. I gotta pause the song for this. I'm just, but I'm energetic at the end of the day. I experience this too. People thinking that I'm some type of crazy person just because I have a lot of energy and my hair look like this. People like, oh, you go on a job interview, the first thing they're gonna tell you is, yo, if you go to a front desk type of position, you need to clean your hair up. I wash my hair. I take care of my hair. My scalp is healthy. If I do like this and scratch my scalp and I show you my finger, it's not gonna be black. It's not gonna have no. Can y'all see it? Look. You see that? My fingernail, one color. I can scratch my scalp and show you my finger 100 times. My finger's still gonna be the same color. You know why? Because I take care of my scalp. I know how often to wash my hair. I know like how much water my hair can take before I have to do certain things to it. All that retwisting your hair down to the root shit, that's how y'all niggas get old and y'all dreads look like Lil Wayne, and you gotta cut them off. Cause you're going bald. Your hair is fucking thinning from the weight of your dreads, and from on top of you retwisting it. Hey, this may sound crazy, but your hair should not be retwisted more than once a month. You motherfuckers be getting your hair really, your hair shouldn't be getting retwisted for the health of your hair more than once every 6 months. But because, you know, imaginary fashion standards and shit like that, more than once a month. And even that is pushing it. You niggas that get your hair retwisted every 2 weeks, you're the same thing as that dude that throughout their whole, from when they start getting money at like 15, 16 from young summer youth to when they 25, every 2-3 days, every week, they get in a shape up, and they wonder why when they turn 26, they hair do this. They got the George Jefferson at 26. Oh no, why my hairline got pushed back? Oh no, why my shit like LeBron? Cause every week you go into the barber telling him to re-straighten your shit. And every time he straighten your shit, at some point, he's gonna have to push your shit back to straighten it. Cause your hair is gonna stop growing in them spots. So it's one of those things of like, a lot of people don't actually notice how to recognize a healthy scalp and a healthy head of hair. And I understand that, and I'm fine with that. But there's a lot of people who mentally make assumptions and think weird shit based on it. And it's like, huh? So I definitely understand, and I definitely relate to this sentiment where they're saying too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Like, nigga, first off, most of y'all niggas call shit ghetto that ain't even ghetto. Most of y'all niggas never really seen hood shit. Most of y'all niggas never been in a bando, never been in a trap, none of that stuff. And y'all be calling shit ghetto. It's like, bro, just because you gotta wait in a line, or just because there's a messed up door handle, that's not ghetto. Nigga, you ever been in a crib where it's roaches on the walls and niggas is just sitting there smoking, chilling, like the roaches ain't right there, fat ass roaches on the wall, roaches that make you uncomfortable and make you go, yo, my nigga, you don't see that? A wall full of roaches? You ain't never been in a crib like that? I don't want to hear you talk about this and that is ghetto. You ain't seen ghetto shit before, nigga. You ain't never seen ghetto shit before, nigga. Most of y'all, like I said, most of y'all niggas never seen shit that's ghetto. I'm not gonna go too far into that. But I definitely agree with that sentiment. Kendrick literally protested and taunted America in front of the president during America's biggest sporting event. Chef's kiss. Which is true. That's one thing that, like, I was really, like, waiting for while he was at the Super Bowl. I was hoping, praying. Because I know, like, through symbolism and stuff like that, that Kendrick is one of those high IQ people in terms of he's able to interweave all these high level references into something that's still digestible for the average person. But once they get further in, once they get more listens through, once they see it more than once, they start understanding and unlocking more ideas within his art. So Kendrick is one of those types of, like, artists where he could bridge the gap between casual listeners and people who only want to listen to lyrical, miracle, spiritual shit. He's like a good at bridging that. So that being said, I was hoping that he would perform all right, but he didn't. But still, the fact that he did all of this, still crazy. Because we got to keep in mind that there's certain restrictions and stuff like that that him and his performance has to adhere to. Sadly, but it is what it is. Kendrick doing all this subversive, subversive? It wasn't subversive. He said he sung Humble. Now, a lot of people may think he just did Humble to just like, oh yeah, Humble's one of his popular songs, but no. He's saying Humble as in like, any nation can fall. Humble yourself. Any nation, any individual can fall. Look at what happened in 2024 December with the United Health CEO. That nigga is indirectly, I would argue directly responsible for a lot of niggas' deaths through deny, defend, dispose policies. And that nigga was just walking the streets jolly, like, I can't be hurt. No security, no bulletproof vest, no safety measures at all whatsoever. They're not gonna do shit to me. What's going on? Why my chest burn? So, understand. And this is what I say about the whole symbolism indirectly thing. Some people, like I said, y'all may just take it as, oh, he performed Humble as, yeah, that's one of his biggest hits. No, he did that, like I said, to say any nation can fall. Humble yourself. Sit down. Hold up. Be humble. The American flag colors, all black dancers. Yeah, there was not one caucus dancer. Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, which I feel like that's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. Like, why aren't we talking about this? I get the A minor shit is cool. That's the A chain he got on because it's A small chain, A minor, whatever. I get this A minor shit is cool, but Kendrick actually used this opportunity to say something that is so unbelievably huge. Yeah. And like I said, going back to what I said earlier, Kendrick has to say a message without being upfront and obvious, but he really has to say a message that really shows the world, like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, he really had the chance and took the chance to use symbolism to give a message to the world through his performance, because he can't just straight up go up there. Like, this nigga is not Kanye. He's not just going to go up there and be like, the president hates black people. Hey, this shit is wrong, cousin. Hey, this shit is wrong. That's not a statement that lasts and that teaches future generations, because they would cut that shit off and erase it from the records. But something like this totes that fine line between embarrassing America and, oh yeah, American colors, American flag, yeah. But the shit like they said where he stood in the middle of the split American flag. Like, yeah, he stood in the American flag, but what did he do in relation to that American flag? Like I said, if it was another artist, I wouldn't think too hard about it. But Kendrick is one of those people that put subtle references into his shit that you gotta pay attention and critically think about to catch. Having Samuel as Uncle Sam calling Kendrick's performance too ghetto, and then it cutting to all his black backup dancers dressed in the colors of the American flag, Serena crip walking during Black History Month, too poetic. Kendrick proving why he won a Pulitzer. Oh yeah. This is a true fact. Let's go ahead and pull up the Carfax. Oh wait. Just in case, just so you know, Shorty wasn't bullshitting. Kendrick Lamar Pulitzer Prize 2018 for his album Damn. Recording release Damn by Kendrick Lamar was given a Pulitzer Prize. Now, some of you may not understand what a Pulitzer Prize is, so this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna get the perplexity definition. It'll load. Please tell me what I'm getting better at typing. I swear. So, according to Perplexity, okay, that's long as fuck. The Pulitzer Prizes are prestigious awards given annually by Columbia University and blah 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 blah. The awards recognize and honor excellence in newspaper, magazine, and online journalism, literature, and musical composition. Now, this one is added because of Kendrick, but look at how different these are. Newspaper, magazine, online journalism, literature, music. Those aren't even the same category. Musical composition? How do we go from newspaper article writers to musical composition? How do we go from people that write books to musical composition? Letters, drama, and music. The Pulitzer Prize is an award meant for writers, people who create, whether it be works of fiction or non-fiction, who create literary works, not literary purely as in only books and stuff, and poems can be submitted, because it can also be like screenplays for films and stuff like that. But this is supposed to be an award that uplifts literary works of excellence. Why did they give it to a nigga that wrote a hip-hop album? Think about that. And I'm not saying that in a they did the wrong thing type of way. I'm saying that in a they did the right thing type of way. This nigga's literary excellence is so good. These niggas bent and changed the rules and gave this nigga a record-breaking, fucking rule-breaking award. That shit is crazy. This nigga, he's the first artist to win any Grammys for a diss song, let alone 5. And not only a diss song that specifically mentions the person he's getting at. 5. Because I know some nigga is finna pop out the cut and name a song from fucking 10 years ago that was secretly a diss towards such and such, and you can tell by this subliminal. No, it's a diss where he mentioned the name of the nigga he was dissing. Let's keep going. Kendrick Lamar, the political storyteller you are. So sorry, everyone will only focus on the Drake of it all. I see you, princess, you're mine. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a factual. A lot of people, like I said, are going to see this performance and they're going to watch it once when it happened live at the Super Bowl, go, oh man, that shit was cool, and never watch it again or never critically think about it, never sit with what it's saying. Again, if this was like Rihanna's performance, Usher's performance, you could watch it once and never see it again in your life and have the same experience. Her performance is just her putting on a performance, her putting on a show. Kendrick, he wasn't just putting on a show in terms of I'm here to entertain you. He's basically going the earliest example I know is Aaron McGruder. There's probably somebody before him that did this, but the earliest example I can think of is Aaron McGruder. But he's basically doing the Aaron McGruder approach of, I gotta teach you lessons while being entertaining. Because if people feel like you're just that guy on the corner, that crazy nigga on the corner that sleep on the floor and go, the world is ending, the world is ending, the world is ending, everybody, the world is ending. Everybody's just going to wave you all, be like, man, you said the world is ending 100,000 fucking times. They're not understanding that you're trying to say the world as we know it is ending. All they know is you're shouting the world is ending over and over. So they got to entertain you to keep your attention. Because most people, if they're not being entertained, they don't give a fuck. They're not paying attention to it. They don't give a fuck. Most people work for money, not because they enjoy doing their work and they monetize it. It's because they literally have to. Go home and this day fucking hobby when they go home. So yeah, that's just showing some of the reactions. And what the fuck? Why did my shit start glitching out? I don't know. But point of that is, like I said, I just wanted to document these moments and show and say, like, people really fuck with his performance. And like, his performance is deeper than just, I'm gonna call Trick a pedophile in front of millions and thousands of people and they're gonna sing along. No. Aaron McGruder approach. That's the thing that gets them entertained. That's the thing that people want to see. But under showing them what they want to see is also what they don't want to see. That being said, last thing I wanted to end it off with is letting y'all know that Euphoria Season 3 is officially in production. The last season, what is it, 2025? The last season was in 2022. So that's solidly 2, if we account for time difference, 3, and we don't know how long this season is going to take to produce. So it's probably going to be a 5 fucking year gap between Euphoria Season 2 and 3. I'm not going to lie, if this new season is ass, it ends with Season 2 for me. I'm going to treat this shit the same way as I do The Promised Neverland. Season 2, done. Season 3, consider that some other shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. Consider that some other shit. Because season 1 and 2, there are multiple different characters in season 1 and 2 that I'm not sure if they're going to come back for 3, A and B, and a couple who either were killed off or died that a lot of people were watching the show for. So I don't know how the fuck you're going to move on when Fez was one of the best characters in the damn show, passed away in real life. Like, how the fuck are you going to continue the show? You know, so I just wanted to say, keep your eyes up. Geriatric Rue is coming. The only way I could see this making sense is if they make it these niggas is in high school. Because like at the end of season 2, these niggas graduated high school, and a lot of these actors are older, physically, visually, mentally, yada yada yada. Please let these niggas be in college, or let it just be a town story, or move to the next generation. Nigga, do something. Do something. But please don't just make it the same ass high school drama. Because dog, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is gonna be ass. And you already struggling. Fucking, who is you for? HBO? HBO, y'all already struggling to keep people on the fucking platform. And a lot of people can access this show for free and are going to, you know. I don't know how, but I know how. So y'all are really struggling. Please make it good. That being said, let's move into the gaming.